And again, hello. I just looked at the second video again, and the audio issues are just too terrible, so I'm gonna re-record it. You won't get as spontaneous answers as you did the first time, but at least you will actually be able to listen to them. So, first anon is, what is your favorite item of clothing? The answer is that it's my they're my army cargo trousers, mostly because of the pocket space. I like to keep things in my pockets, and I prefer to do it in the front and not the back, because, you know, if somebody tries to slip their hand down my thigh, I'm more likely to notice this than if they're trying to, you know, snatch a wallet out of my back pocket. And I carry a lot of stuff with me, you know, cell phone, iPod, cigarettes, sliders, keys, wallet, tissues. So having a lot of space to carry things around in is very nice. So I'm going with the practical answer and not the maybe expected kinkier one. Second anon asks for a favorite word, which I guess the obvious standard answer would be cellar door, which it isn't, because it can't really say that I have a favorite word. Third anon asked favorite nipple. And for this I actually do have an answer, namely the left one, because I'm generally a right tendency person, so when I see a guy in front of me, I have a tendency to go to the right and take care of the right nipple instead of the left one. So right one is my favorite. I can answer what my favorite nipple is, but not what my favorite word is. Fourth anon, unpopular opinion on TV show or something, I don't know. Okay, for this I'm now gonna refer you to my answer to Altonym in the third part, which would be that I don't like Iroh from Atla very much, for reasons I explained there. What are your kinks? Now, general personal kink would probably be just rough sex. Nothing very elaborate, nothing very setup specific, just, you know, a bit rougher handling. In general, I'm kink flexible, which means that I tend to, okay, accommodate sounds kind of negative in the context, but like, when I see another guy get off on something, then I get off on that, even though the specific kink may not really do it for me. As an example, I gave fisting, for example. Well, as an example, for example, I really like that structure for some reason. But yeah, for me, the two times I fisted a guy, it was like, you know, interesting anatomy lesson. But seeing the guy himself go wild is what made it interesting for me, because the act itself was, for me, more or less meh. And another example would be licking sneakers or licking boots. If you showed me a porno where that was the focus, where that was all it was about, then for me it wouldn't be very much of a turn on. Yet I have done those things when the situation was right, with the right guys. So for me, kink is something situation and person dependent, and not necessarily something I really look into myself. Favorite pie? I'm not a pie guy. Sorry. And how are you hot and adorable at the same time? God's gift to you all. Praise the Lord. And yeah, no. Thank you. And the last anon asks for my Tumblr crushes, both from likes, reblogs, and in general by opinion. So let me open my followers again. So as I said, top spot is Sweat and Ink, which he usually gets, and then Miss Voltarine, Radiant and Glow, Multilinguatastic, Infamous and Spooky, Ty6XKL, Dying from Top Crying, Smut I Dug Up, and Bisexual Cubs. So yeah, like, okay, in this case half of them are porn blogs, because hey, I maintain a porn and a personal blog, so it has to be a mix in my likes as well. And usually, depending on how much I've interacted with them lately, you can get Spooky Swim Club, or Alchemy Potato, or Alchemy Swim Club, or whatever his current URL is in there. And I made a huge tiny mistake is often in there, and Altonym usually. So yeah, but you know, it always depends on how much I've interacted with people lately, because like the last 6 spots are all have the 3%, whatever that exactly means. So yeah, can change a lot sometimes. And yeah, and as for general crushes, I don't think it's very hard to figure out who I like a bit more than just liking. So try. And excellent query asks dogs or cats, and I really don't want to choose because I love both. I love them furry and on 4 legs and cuddly and not usually food related. Like, I know that bunnies and rabbits would also fit the bill, but they're food, and dogs and cats are pets. So, but if I had to choose, like at gunpoint or something, then I would say I prefer cats because they're more low maintenance, and I'm, as we've often mentioned, I'm a lazy person, so cats are better for me that way. And Iron Barricade asked, which is your favorite TV show you are currently watching? And yeah, I'm gonna go with Sleepy Hollow on that one. They have great character interactions. They have done not so good things on at least 2 episodes, namely the one with the, you know, magical evil Romani, and the magical Native American shaman. Those are problematic aspects to a show that I otherwise really love. And yeah, I'm gonna say that not being completely awful is on politics-wise is by now an important aspect to my media consumption. Like, I'm not trying to be all holier than thou or something. It's just when it's blatant, and it, like with Supernatural, it just pisses me off all the time. So I can't enjoy it, even though I like the concept of it. I would have thought that this season it would be Elementary, continuing its previous trend of me loving it, but it's so far has left me a bit cold. Like, it still has nice character interaction, but the cases themselves have left me a bit very meh. So I'm hoping it will get better, but right now, Sleepy Hollow, probably my favorite show. So that's my re-record of the middle part. I'm sorry that the other video had fucked up audio, and I have no idea what happened. It's in the original file, so let's hope this one is better, because I don't want to do it a 3rd time.